My name, Christian Mauduit. I'm from France. I live near the suburbs of Paris, so I'm slowly moving to Normandy these days. But yeah, I'm French. Um, my background is lots of long distance races, not only backyards. I guess like most backyarders have done something before because the sport is quite recent. Among the things I've done, I got my ass badly kicked at the Barclay, that race organized by NAS. Great times, did one loop and that's it. Did other things, ultra triathlons, cycling, lots of road races. I'm not a trailer at all. I've been doing that for, I don't know, almost 20 years. And my personal best in backyard is, what is, I think it's 51. I'm not even sure. I kind of don't care because the way I was qualified for the race was I just won the race, so I didn't pretty much care about the total mileage or time or whatever. Um, and yeah, but I think I did three backyards. Yeah, that's it. Three backyards. And could I've done the final in 2021, but I couldn't travel because I don't know if people remember, but there was this thing called COVID and everything, so it was complicated for us to travel. So it didn't happen for me. But this year I'm happy to just be there, and I'll be there. I wasn't really interested in the format, but back in the time there were no races. We were just like stuck at home, and there was nothing to do for somebody who enjoyed races. And at some point at the end of my season, it became the only option. Like there was this race. I was like, oh, why not? I'm going to do that. And by merely, coincidence, I was invited to the French final, the one in 2020. I was like, why are you inviting me to a final? Like I did nothing. I never even tried this thing. So why do you pick me? And I did show up and it went well. So I kept retrying. That's it. I'm performing okay. That's the thing that, keeps me coming back. On paper, I hate it. I hate everything about it. I hate the way you cannot plan. Like I have a full-time job. It's complicated for me to just book either 1 or 2 or 4 days. You don't know, especially when you have to book plane tickets and everything. So it's very complicated in terms of logistics. At least I find it complicated. And then the principle of stopping when the others, like the last runner that you stops, this prevents you from doing your best, which is always a bit frustrating. So that's another frustration. Like and also the fact there's only one finisher, one winner. It makes that sport, trail running, be like so many sports where you get, so many people, but just one person who can be like really proud and everything. Of course, if you finish 5 or 4 in the backyard, or even 10 or 20, you can still be happy with your DNF. Of course, we all know that. But the kind of like the rules do not make that explicit. Like you can even have races with only DNFs, right? This happened in Belgium recently, right? So I don't know. On paper, I hate it, but once I'm there, it's usually a lot of fun. I meet great people and I'm having a good time. So I continue registering. I'm slow, so that helps a lot because I'm fast enough for this kind of thing, but just fast enough. And I do have a long experience of being sleep deprived. So that's one domain I know pretty well. I think I calculated I must have spent like more than 100 days doing multi-day races. Like if you put them, uh, I've done more than 10 multi-day races, which is not that common, even in backyarders. So at some point, yeah, I think being able to deal with being sleep deprived, having this slow motion thing, but keep moving, whatever happens, state of mind helps a little bit. Initially, I thought I would be very bad suited for this because um, what made me better on other races is that I was able to pace myself at the beginning, just not start out all out like, oh, I'm fighting that miles and miles, and I'd be faster than the others. And once I have like a 20 miles advance, I would just stay ahead. This never works, obviously. And in the backyard, I would say, oh, I'm losing all my advantage on others because everyone is going to take a slow start and be reasonable and everything. And this is actually sort of true because a lot of people are able to run for like 20, 30, 40 hours. And they have been in the past totally, um, you know, they have not been capable of doing that. And within the context of backyard, they can achieve it. So there's something around this. But even then, I still keep a small advantage. So uh, I don't know. I think it's about organization, just being calm and just wait and see and just run, start, finish your lap, start, finish your lap. Strategy, I don't know. A solid organization, certainly. But strategy, I'm not seeing any strategy actually. Uh, I've tried to have a strategy. It's like, okay, I'm going to do those laps faster, those ones slower. And at the end of the day, perfect logistics, not wasting your time when you're at the pit stop and having the adequate equipment when you run that is not carrying useless things, having maybe a small bottle of water, like those details you have to put them right, but like for any race you have to, and that's it. But like strategy, I'm not believing in radio strategy. I know some people do specific trainings. I don't. I just do the same training. But that being said, I train pretty much the same for a triathlon, road race, a trail race in the mountains. I'm doing pretty much the same thing all the time. I just try to show up being reasonably fit and let the magic happen. But I'm not doing, something like every hour do this or just, no, I'm not doing that. Not at all. I just try to put up enough miles, and that's it. I have realistic plans, things you write on paper that never materialize in reality because reality is different from what you plan on paper. On paper, I've always thought something like 70, 80 does sound like something I could do. But then if I compare to what I've done in the past, 100 and everything seems like a bit little far-fetched. Like you can always dream of doing that. And if I can do, uh, if I can do it, like if I feel I can do it, I'm going to try to do it. But realistically, I'm dubious I could do it, but I'll try. Lots of things I've done. I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. And oh, it happens. I did it. Oh, cool. So I'll see. I don't know. I have no idea, really. Like, no pressure. I don't know. If you think about it, um, if you want to do it on 6 days, it's going to be um, 600 miles. 600 miles in 6 days is really rare. It's super rare. It like literally never happens. It does happen, but it's you can have years and it doesn't happen. Sometimes it happens. The My intuition is that the real record for those races should be around 1000 k and 200 kilometers, which is I can't remember what it is in miles, but it's something like more like 750 miles than 600, like way more. That's possibly the realistic, real record or limit we should have on 6 days. So technically, it could be that you have a 6 days backyard. It could happen. Like I see no physical limitation for this. It could happen, but it's going to be really rare. Like, so if I had to make a prediction, it's that those results on backyards are going to be pretty random. And that's, the way the races are done because it's just like you're late by 30 seconds just once, and then you're done. This is finished. And also it depends on two people. So just maximize the chances that something bad happens. So my expectation is that it's going to be erratic, like pretty random. We'll see. Um, I don't know, but a real limit, I don't think so. It's going to be interesting. The limit is pretty far. I think it's like way over 100, definitely. I really feel a no pressure thing because I'm really in that position where you have nothing to lose. Like really, like what could go wrong? You know, nothing. I'm just going to do my best. It's going to be lots of people around me, so lots of emulation, like incentive to go far and everything. Also, there are like four other French people. Like initially, it was like if I'm the only French guy showing up there, like I'm representing my country, and this is awful. Like I have so much pressure and everything. It's like no, four of them did even better than me. I'm the like worst. I'm the person qualified with the lowest mileage, I think. So it's just like I'm at best an underdog. So just I just do my best, and at some point, I have to stop. But it happens to me all the time that I'm not winning, so I can deal with that. Not winning for me is just like Tuesday morning. It happens all the time, so I'm really not concerned. I do my best, definitely, because it's a unique opportunity. I remember the frustration of not being able to go there 2 years ago, and now I can go. So do your best. That's the only thing you have to do. Finish your lap, start the next lap, repeat. That's it.